What was that? Sounded like a... Oh, it's a horse. Wondered what the noise was. He's making... Got horses all the way over there. Making some noise. So, good morning, guys and girls. Last week we spent on the the 240Z. This week is on the XT. So we'll get into that in a minute, but I just wanted to show you what I've been doing over the weekend. I spent the whole weekend out in this yard because the grass was overgrown. There's a big mess along this fence. I've moved most of it, still got that mess there to move. But and there was a dead apple tree here which I cut down and mulched. There's all the wood from the apple tree in the wheelbarrow. But what I've got planned out here, I've got to cut down these bamboos too. I'm going to put raised veggie gardens here, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I've got the bricks over there to do it. That's not what I'm here to talk about. This structure here with the grapevines growing on it, that's got to go. It's not really good for anything. It'll give me a bit more yard space. And then this shed here is just full of junk. Except for the lawnmowers, I use those. I want to get all of this shit out of here and concrete the floor and get rid of everything that I'm not going to use. Anyone want an old, I think it's a Suzuki. Most of it's there. Anyone want it? It's like a scooter type thing. I'm never gonna, being realistic, I'm never gonna have time to use it. It's a J15 motor there that needs a rebuild. Right, anyway, and I was gonna get chickens again, but I don't have time for that. So I'm gonna start in this room by concreting this. Get rid of this tin here that partitions it, and I'm going to put a big door, well, not huge, but either in this section or that section, and close it all in, close up all the tops where it's open, and seal this up because I want to get more stuff out of my main shed. I'll put shelving up in here so that it becomes more storage. I may even keep my motorcycles in here after I've concreted it, because I'm also going to pull down this fence here which goes out to the front of my big shed. So this fence I want to pull down. If I don't pull it down, I want to put a gate in it at least, and then I'm going to shift. I want to make a little track through here that I can drive through. That way I can back the trailer in when I do the concreting, and also I'll be able to ride the bikes in and out through there. Yeah. So that's what I've got planned. So I've been busy. So weekends I'm getting back to myself now. So Saturdays I'm going to spend doing this out here, and then probably the Sunday I'll spend doing stuff with cars. Oh, hang on. Before we go too far, I want to show you in about 2 weeks' time. In about 2 weeks' time, or maybe even this weekend, I might start trying to get this thing running. Once I get it running, I want to pull it apart and get rid of the body I've got someone who wants a couple of bits off it, but yeah, she's a rusty old girl. But yeah, I like to get it running before I pull it apart, because I do have more projects, personal projects coming, and I need the room, and that thing looks so ugly. Anyway, I'm gonna go turn on the air compressor and get into my day. Oh, I started doing some buffing on my 240Z, because the paint, I haven't finished buffing it yet. I've done most of the buffing, but there's still little tiny scratches from buffing and wet sanding. So I started on this guard here. Let's look. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it definitely looks shinier than that guard. So one panel at a time, I'll get it looking good. I've got to buff this thing too. I'm just going to go over it with the buff. It's not going to get wet sanded. The customer can do that if he wants. Alright, I'll meet you up at the top shed. We'll talk about what we're doing with the XT. Whew, what's in the box? What's in the box? I think you can guess. Yeah, we got a brand new bonnet for the XT here. So we'll unbox that later. But yeah, first we're starting back at the back of the car today. We do want to fit up all the panels again, get them bolted on properly, and make sure all the gaps are correct before we start blocking this thing down ready for paint. Woo. Wow, I said that. It's really close. It's really close. Back here we have a bit of an issue. It's nothing serious, but I don't know if you can see the inner flange in there, that this window gets, what's the word for it? When the rubber goes in, it connects the window. The flange is really close on the corners, but in the middle, it's got about a 10, not quite a 10 mil gap. So if the rubber pulls down on that, it's going to end up breaking the window. So I'm going to get this window out of here, and someone's just tack welded it in anyway, so that makes it easier. Just got to cut those tacks, lift it up, and re-weld it. So that's where I'm starting this morning, getting the rear window. I'm going to actually fit it to the car. I'm going to put the rubber in and fit it to the car to make sure it's all good and dandy. Alright, now the window's out and we can see. I thought it was going to be as easy as just breaking those tack welds there, but no, it's been welded on the bottom side too with, it looks like a plug weld there, so that's going to make it a little bit more difficult. But we'll get on it, sort it out. From about here across to about the same place on the other side. So from about here to somewhere around there-ish. Fun. Yes, I've still got bits to prime, just little bits, but the weather is forecast for rain until Wednesday. It's Monday today. So I think I can't risk pushing this outside and then have it getting rained on, and I need the room in the shed. So I think I'll be priming on Wednesday. Wednesday will be prime day. Prime time. It's only little bits, so won't take long. Once I've got all those primed, I can bolt it all back together properly. But yeah, I was going to show you something down the other shed too. I've got an idea of to try and get more room down there as well, because I'm kind of really lacking for room. So what do we got in here? I can fit cars side by side in here. I want to get everything out of this area. Everything. Bikes, toolbox, workbench, blasting cabinet. Then I could theoretically, if I wanted to, fit 4 cars in here. I'd like to keep it to 3, so I've got one big working area and 2 cars stored. Same with this area over here. I mean, I want to put my toolbox where that engine hoist is sitting. I've had it sitting there before, or even on the back wall up there. Workbench. I may put the workbench up there too and sit it right in the middle so I can work around it. And the blasting cabinet may go out in the other shed. So I'll run an air line out to the other shed and run it out there. Or it may go up in here too. But this area is gonna, this wall's gonna get opened up, and we're gonna put a wall across here as well with a door accessing it. But if I can get everything out of this area here and keep it for cars only, and all the tools and so forth in this area. The other shed, if I can make it neat enough, will be my motorcycle shed as well. So that's my plans to try and get this place more organized, and I want to line this out as well properly so it looks decent in here. I want to get a little bit more professional looking than the bloody, I've been saying it for so long, but now I'm starting to get my weekends back. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Yeah. Anyway guys, back to it. Okay, I got the window back in, just sitting back in there again. I've separated the flange. Now it's movable. The problem was when I undid all the welds, it went twang and just went down. When they put this in, they didn't put any curvature in the flange when they welded it in, whoever did it. I'm going to, it's a bit flat here as well, so I'm going to put a slice here, and so I can push that up as well to get this contouring correctly. But yeah, I've put a Sharpie line where I need to weld it again. But yeah, as I said, firstly I'm going to pull the window out one more time, put a slice, sorry, so I can lift that section up as well. So I'll do that quickly and then I'll weld it all in. Yes, that's the thing. Oh, let me out. Okay, I've got it all lifted up and it's tacked in place. I'm not going to weld it properly until I've fitted the window, just so I can see if it's going to be too high or too low. So I've got the window out here, got the rubber on it, so we've just got a string line around inside this lip. I've got to put a string line on it so I can pull it into place. I've already had one attempt and I worked out I had this rubber on backwards, so just re-rubbered it, and yeah, we're going to try and fit it up now. Okay, the window's in and the gap around, it's hard to see on the camera because it's black, but the gap's pretty even the whole way around. We're still going to see if the chrome is going to offer up good. I'm not sure, but I think you see these little pins here. The customer did drop some off. I think there may need to be some put along the bottom here as well. It's what the chrome, or the stainless steel I should say, fastens to. But yeah, it's all in. As you can see, there is an air gap, but that will all be sealed up, and I do believe I would put this window in with butyl rubber just to make sure it all seals, because it fits where it touches. That's all I can say. So I'm going to go get the chrome. I'll offer it up, see what it looks like. Whether I need to put clips in for that, I'm not sure, but at the moment I'm pretty confident. So yeah, after I've done this, I'm going to move forward onto the front of the car. And it's been such a nice day. I could have done some priming today, but you just can't risk it with the weather forecast. Rightio, so yep, I'm into that. Okay, so I thought this was, I need better light. I thought this was going to be lead, but it's not, it's metal. This is where the lead would have been. This would have all been lead filled, and it's been chewed out. Hang on. Yeah, it's been chewed out, and it needs some work. I'm going to get the window out and do a bit of work on that to get that better. So yeah, we'll do that now. Okay, that's much better. Pretty straight up there. Gaps good the whole way around, except for right here. I'm going to do a little bit of work there. I've already marked it with my marker. Yeah, that side's better, that corner. That could go up a bit, but that's clips. Once the clips are holding it in, it'll be a lot better. I might see if I've actually got some clips and see if I can clip it in place. But that's not bad. Not bad at all. So she's Wednesday knockoff time. And I got a couple of doors. Well, got the front two doors in Resto Finish High Fill primer. High fill. So both sides. Don't worry about the gaps. They're just bolted on loosely. I had to do a bit of prep work before I put the Resto Finish on. And at the same time, while I was priming them, I was prepping up the front guards. So the front guards are ready to go next round. I'll hit those with the Resto Finish next round. I don't know, I might even squirt them over on the weekend. We'll see how we go. Pretty busy this weekend, but this door here, you don't know until you get the primer on it, but I can see once the primer went on it, it's going to need some more work. This was an odd door. It's a bit full in this section here, and there's a couple of lows along just underneath the body line. Yeah, but we'll sort it out. And yeah, so the XT, we got a brand new bonnet sitting on it, and some spanners. They don't need to be there. Gaps are looking all pretty good. Haven't bolted the guards on properly yet, but I can see that there's not going to be any issue with the gaps, I do not believe. Also, you got this bit here back here finished. So I re-primed it after I welded it in, because yeah, when I welded this bit back up, it sort of pulled a bit on this section, and yeah, I had to do a bit of rework on that. So this is besides the bonnet, it's all in high fill primer, so this is almost ready to block. But first we're going to do a regap of all the doors, make sure they're all doors, boot, bonnet, make sure they're all still good, because you prime the hinges and it actually throws it out a little bit. You wouldn't think a mil or two of paint can throw the gaps off, but it does. So, and it's brand new bonnet, so we've got to make sure that fits properly. Make sure all the chrome, stainless steel fits properly. We're going to fit the door rubbers, make sure the doors close correctly. Boot rubber, I'm not sure if we've got that, but we may have. Alright, anyway, it's knockoff time. I'm going to play 8-ball in Manham tonight, so that's fun. First time playing the Manham vs Murray Bridge 8-ball competition, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it, so it's going to be fun. Catch you later, guys. See you tomorrow. Hey, it's Friday knockoff. Didn't film too much the last couple of days because it's not really exciting to watch, but I've got the XT all gapped up, all the chrome, the rear windows fitted. Boots on, tail lights, front window chrome with no window, but it's on there, it's fitting. Still got to prime that. New bonnet and grille. Well, not a new grille, but a grille. New bonnet though. So we got these clips up here to hold this up because we didn't have those in there before, but as I said, it's still got to be primed. I've got to do the inside of the guards. I've got to put the body deadener the same as I did on the underside, as well as these panels here. These are the splash shields for inside the guard. Spring covers, glove box is done. So the HJ got a bit of love too. Got a couple of doors primed up. So we'll do some more. The front guards are ready to prime. I just got to pull them off and prime them. So it'll be another day on the HJ. Next week I'll prime those up, and while I'm waiting for them to prime, I'll prep the front nose cone for priming and possibly the boot. And then after that I've got to prep the body to prime. So yeah, HJ's getting there, and XT's getting there. So this weekend, it's Friday, this weekend I'm going to have a big clean up in my big shed again and rearrange it. So yeah, we'll talk about that. Might do another video just to talk about that and where it's all going. I've basically spoken about it already, but we'll actually put the plan into action. So I don't know, may do a time lapse, I may not, we'll see what happens. Yeah, all right. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and I promise there will be something a little bit more exciting coming. I've got something in the works. Okay, till then, I'll see you when I'm looking at you.